This is your standard axis trigger. Everybody's been cutting coils on it, and as soon as you take the yellow stuff out there, you can adjust it just like a AccuTrigger. They put a fairly stiff spring in. There is no center safety lever to block the sear, so you have to be careful. Cutting the spring is one way, putting smaller springs in there with the stud is another. What I've done is I've cut between a third and half of the material away in the back. Now I've tested this. I've put over 60 pounds on it and it hasn't broken. I don't think it will. There's a lot of material there. What that does is lower the spring, which gives you more adjustment. And by doing that alone, you can get a nice 3.5 pound trigger pull. Now if you have a problem with the sear up here, you can stone this lightly. Otherwise you're stuck with what you have and put in an AccuTrigger. But that's the adjustments I make. I don't worry about side wobble. That with the original spring uncut will get you down to about 3 pounds. Well, there doesn't have the AccuTrigger built-in safety that blocks the sear, so you have to be sensible about it. Once you adjust it, make sure there's no ammo in the gun and just bounce it off the floor, make sure it doesn't go, especially if it's a hunting gun and you wear gloves. Again, I can't emphasize enough how easy and how much safer your rifle would be by putting in an AccuTrigger. They don't sell them with the gun because if they do, they'd probably stop selling a lot of the other ones. This is a precision AccuTrigger. This is what I usually install. This is how they come out of the standard LPRs or the precision receivers when you buy them. To put them in an axis, the only thing you need to do is, again, I grind between 1/3 and 1/2 off back here. I do not cut the spring. That lowers the trigger adjustment and allows you to get down to 6 ounces safely. No sear playing, no stoning up here. This is for your safety. As I've installed these in other guns, I've only had one that I had to adjust the safety screw to get the safety to work. The other problem you might run into is that this trigger shoe is wider than the original axis, so you might have to open up your trigger guard to allow the trigger to go through. Since I don't have any on those, my guns, wasn't an issue. I know this is going to ruin it for me. These are going to dry up on the aftermarket and I'm going to be SOL. But if other people can use it safely, I've been buying these anywhere between $20 and $40 right now. Regular AccuTrigger are on the lower end, $20, $25. The precisions go for $30 to $40, $45. The regular AccuTrigger, same thing, excellent design. It's got the built-in safety. I cut back about 1/3 to 1/2 on the back. Don't let it get real hot. Use a Dremel. Go slow. Very quick modification. First few I was doing, I did on an 8-inch grinder, and I can't recommend enough AccuTriggers for the Axis. Every other trigger out there doesn't have the built-in safety block of the sear. When you start going light, you need something, and that does it.